It's eyebrows versus foreheads with a ponytail. I'm Jackie.
Today, everyone's getting finger blasted. I'm Justin.
This isn't really Wu Tang versus Shaolin. It's more like poking versus being immune to being poked and sex finger guns. I'm Sam, and this is 1987 Possiblies. Wu Tang versus Ninja? On Stinger Madness?
Everything begins with a question in podcast land. Yeah, that's how we're starting this. I'm Pokemon.
Pokeman.
Pokeman. You know what? Before we get started, let's back up. Hey,
Okay.
I gotta tell you, man, I just am out of it. I am so sleepy and tired of working on our stupid motorhome in the heat, and I just sweat all day, and then I just get tired, and that's where I'm at right now. I am tired, and I just want to go take a not even a short nap, like a 3-hour long, just power goosh right in bed. Don't move. There's no sound. Blackout curtains. That kind of nap.
Just like 3 days of napping when you're not in bed all the way until you feel better.
Yeah. I went to bed at 10 o'clock last night. My child went to bed at the same time I did. And I got up at like 8, and I'm still tired. I am so sick of it. It's sweaty work, that motorhome remodeling thing. Jackie, you went through that today. Are you sleeping
I
as
had
well?
to do that I had to do the fucking way too much relaxation last week. I actually had to take a day off work. My neck seized up so bad. I had to go to the hospital and get a shot of Toradol.
What's that?
Which is like the strongest NSAID they can give you. And then I was on muscle relaxers and steroids for a week. But the first 3 days, all I did was really sleep, and it was pretty nice.
I am still waiting to hear from somebody named Jackie.
Oh, here, let me...
What?
That's a beer opening.
I did not hear that at all.
Oh,
that was a terrible
dang it.
sound. That was bad Foley work right there.
Well, I was opening a beer, and I am going to agree. I am just exhausted. I had to drink a Red Bull last night just to stay up past when my son went to bed, and then I was like, well, I've got a little bit of energy. I think I'll have one more, and then caught myself dozing off.
You had 2 Red Bulls?
No, just one.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday. But I had it like at night because I just could barely keep my eyes open. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to finish this episode. And then I started nodding off, when you wake, when you like hit yourself in the face.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, time to go to bed.
Fingers. Yeah. So, this movie, I don't know if it's going to get treated fairly today. Because I feel like these ninja movies need to have a little bit of mustard inside you to really thoroughly enjoy a ninja movie, because let's be honest, they're not interesting. They're not thought-provoking. They're not going to really be like, wow, I never looked at things that way. You need some fire inside you to be like, I can handle basically 80 minutes of
Yes.
And I did not have that today.
This movie is 92 minutes long, and 80 minutes of it are just ninjas fighting.
Yeah, I'm just going to admit right now that...
it was exhausting.
Yeah. And by the end of it, I was kind of fading in and out of, I can make it. I'm not going to fall asleep.
I was head nodding, which is not a good representation of this movie.
No, but I'm going to say right now, before we even get to the end of the recommendations, that it brought out some things on the tail end that were weird and interesting enough that I was like, well, you didn't just exhaust me with constant fighting, because you've added some really stupid shit in here.
Yeah. Every once in a while, it would peel off, and you'd be like, what? Why is this happening? And then you're like, well, okay, it's got my attention again, so I guess it worked.
Yeah. So it might be high praise because if we're all three tired and we were able to get through this movie and still be like, we'll see at the end. However, before we get into this movie's final recommendations, you know what we forgot to do last episode?
Do final recommendations.
We forgot to do final recommendations. We did not give a recommendation, do or don't, on Airport 79, the Concorde. So we're going to do that right now. For me, it's a do. I like it. I think it's a great airplane movie. Sam?
Yeah, it's so fucking dumb. I think that this is really the movie, because we've done it. I've seen it 3 times now, so it's obviously a do for me, but that's the one that kind of really pushed you over the edge on airplane bullshit movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like you liked them before, but we watched that and you were fucking all in. And it's been like 5 years that you won't give up on these goddamn airplane movies.
True, because I'm chasing that dragon. Jackie.
Yeah, I'm gonna also say a do. I enjoyed it, and I thought it was pretty good.
Okay, there we go. We are back. We're in the black, guys. We were in the red. Now we're in the black. We're up and coming.
6 minutes into this episode, we finished last episode.
Yeah, we paid off our debts. Let's not do that again. So Sam, go ahead and I don't know what you can do here because there's not going to be a lot about this movie, but
there's not shit. Nobody knows shit about this movie. The cast list on the internet is fucking wrong. IMDb has nothing on it. At a certain point, I start going, is this even one movie? Is this a fucking Godfrey Ho? Because Godfrey Ho was somewhat involved with the last movie that we did from this studio, the Super Ninja. Was it Super Ninja?
I think so.
Yeah. So, but because I'm like, this seems like a pilot, but it is when you finally get all the way through, you're like, no, this is one movie meant to be done like this. It just took about 3/4 of it to figure that out. Nobody really knows shit about this, but there is one really interesting thing about it, is that in the UK, it was retitled Ninja Hunter.
Okay.
And of course, they had to remove all of the shuriken, editing-wise, from it and change the name.
Why no shurikens?
Of course they had to do that, because there is only one government that takes the mysticism of the ninja seriously, and it's the United Kingdom.
So why no shuriken? I don't get the shuriken thing.
They're illegal in the UK.
You can't even show them on TV.
Not even for demonstration purposes.
Wow.
That is
ninja weapons, not swords. You can, because history has a long tradition of swords.
Uh-huh.
Can't really take swords out of England. They have very complex rules regarding weapons in general in the UK, but there's no ifs, ands, or buts on ninja weapons. Ninja weapons are fucking illegal. It all starts in 1953.
That's the dumbest censorship.
It's much worse than that. Just wait for it. Okay, so in 1953, they have like the Crime Prevention Act, which really starts the ball rolling on let's kind of get all weapons out of the United Kingdom. Then 1970 happens. World at large is kind of in conflict. And then the first wave of the ninja craze is happening in the 70s. And they're like, with this ninja, we're trying to prevent crime. And this is stealth. It's night attacks. It's weapons we've never heard of. The ninja is dangerous. God damn it.
Tunneling, flying through trees,
riding spiders,
smoke bombs. Also Batman. I guess we can't have Batman now because let's face it, Batman is a ninja. So he's gone.
He's gone. But he's not, because he's not specifically using the word ninja. Therefore, the intent is okay. It's seriously ninja.
So you can have shurikens because a batarang is a
shaped
shuriken.
Like a batarang.
It's not
a
you're
shuriken.
Like, this isn't a ninja movie. I'm I'm Johnin. I'm Johnin. Oh, yeah. Like, that's the dumbest.
These are my stars of David of justice.
Yes,
legal.
right. That's
88
Jesus
year
Christ.
after, and this probably doesn't hit the UK until 88, but in 88 they finally formalized that it's the ninja that is the danger. It's the ninja's methods and weapons that are the true threat to preventing crime in the UK. So
look, we've got mobs. We've got that guy that Tom Hardy's going to play where he's the brothers and his wiener's out. We've got the whole like diamond heisting thing going on. We've got heroin. We're big on heroin in the UK. Plus, like the Utes, the hooligans, you know, they're a problem. They're like roving riots. But I think all that stems from one problem, guys. Ninjas. Get them. If we get rid of the ninja, the very real ninjas that have invaded this country.
Real ninjas.
They're not fake. They're real.
Bricktop can feed people to fucking pigs. That's fine because he's not a fucking ninja, which is dangerous.
Jesus Christ, that's insanity.
It's worse. So 88 rolls around. Now we're going to get highly specific on banning weapons that are ninja weapons and using their names. The shuriken is banned. It is illegal as of 1988. Okay. The kusarigama, which is it's the sickle on the end of the sword, it's out.
Yep.
All hand claws and foot claws. So got to get creative with the lineman union in 88, I guess. And blowguns.
Yeah.
Which I guess if you're going to really, I mean, blowguns are, sure, you got to do some legwork on figuring out how to make poisons and shit like that. But blowguns are actually pretty fucking dangerous and pretty fucking accurate. So good job on the blowguns. Whatever. I'll let you have that one. But anyway, that all rolls around. And so, but keep in mind the kusarigama, the idea of that it was a sickle on the end of a chain rather than a grappling hook specifically. Yes. Even though both are pretty fucking sharp and dangerous. Because in 1990, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles roll around and it's a craze. But in the UK, they had to rebrand it as the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. And they had to reanimate all of the nunchucks from Michelangelo.
Oh my God.
Into a grappling hook.
Yeah. Which is like
that happened.
Way worse. I don't want to get bonked by a nunchuck, but I also really don't want to get hit in the face by a grappling hook. Like, I'll take the nunchuck over the grappling hook to the face. That's where I'm at.
Yes. It's two pieces of wood with a couple of chains. It's going to hurt, but a grappling hook is like way more dangerous.
Yeah, like you're losing. That's like your face is coming off by a grappling hook. You're going to get blunt force trauma with the nunchuck. You're just going to get bonked and probably go down. But your face is coming off with a grappling hook.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest. I have never heard of more outrageous censorship and bad bureaucracy.
But you'd think, okay, it cools off because eventually the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is so big they just went worldwide.
Yeah.
You can't escape them, so that all sort of happens. But at the same time, the UK does not give up on the real ideological threat of the ninja. And the biggest problem that they're having, and why they didn't have to do anything about Leonardo's katanas, because they're swords, and they're like, well, fuck, it's England. We can't really ban swords.
Kind of got a
lot.
Like
a kingdom of fucking swords.
Queen, you're out.
And so there's voices of rationalism like, it's just a fucking sword. It's really depending on use. Let's be realistic. In a armorless society, the rapier is about the most dangerous fucking sword there is.
Sure.
It's light. You can poke straight through somebody with it. Its precision is amazing. It's like, yes, you have to have training with any sword, really. But a rapier is not only a gentleman's weapon, but it is like a surgical fucking dangerous sword. Doesn't matter. There's argument. So last year, 2025, they finally they didn't say katana. They said ninja sword.
Ninja sword. Okay.
Ninja swords as of 2025 are illegal in the UK. And then the definition is basically, so it's like you can't have sharp katanas. You can't even really have blunt ones.
Oh my God.
They haven't given up on it yet. Like, the threat of the ninja is alive and well in the UK.
They're scared of ninjas.
They're scared of ninjas.
Meanwhile, Scotland's got to be up there going like, fucking wankers.
The fuck, man?
Jesus, how did we get our ass kicked by those people for so fucking long? They're fucking tools. That's the dumbest shit. That is the dumbest shit.
It's the dumbest shit.
Jesus
and so this
Christ.
movie had to get censored when it went over there to get all the ninja stars out of it. And the best part about it is I don't know what, because these are coming through Hong Kong. I don't know if this movie was really made in Taiwan, because if it was shot in around, so let's say 85 to 87 that they actually made this movie, there's a lot of nudity. I didn't think Taiwan was doing that yet.
Yeah.
I think Hong Kong, and it's like now. The dark markets of Hong Kong are, because like the Jackie Chan and the high-end Golden Harvest and Shaw Brothers are like, hell no, we're not doing that.
No.
And so the amount of nudity in this film makes me just really scratch my head and go, where the hell did this actually fucking come from? But
Philippines have nudity.
This did not seem like a Philippines production whatsoever.
It didn't feel like one, but I'm just saying.
It feels like a Taiwan movie.
It does feel like a Taiwanese movie.
It does. It looks like a Taiwan movie. The people look ethnically Han for the most part. It's a head scratcher. Mm-hmm. But anyway, all that stuff goes through the same studio in Hong Kong, which in the 80s is still provincially UK. And I don't know what dialect or accent it is that decides that no word can end with an open vowel, so you just add an R to the end of it. So beyond everything else where ninjas are dangerous, you can't even fucking say it right. They're calling them ninjas.
Mm-hmm. That's what I call them,
ridiculous.
Too. Gotta get them ninjas out of my country.
Yep.
Fucking ninjas. I think nothing's sillier than ninjas. I'm sorry. They had their place in history, sure. But I think nothing is sillier than a ninjas. Like the Burger King running across the field, scoring a touchdown.
Yeah.
Isn't as silly as ninjas. And the government of the United Kingdom is threatened by them. Like, there's threats in the world, guys. Ninjas ain't one of them. Like,
yeah,
there hasn't been a death by a ninja in 300 years.
And I should also mention, like, because we kind of touched on, this has got Wu-Tang. Is this now the movie that inspired the RZA, the Jizza, and ODB to make their first album is called Enter the Wu-Tang and the 36 Chambers, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Which is obviously Enter the Dragon, but then the other two are 36 Chambers, which is Gordon Liu, and Shaolin and Wu-Tang, which is also Gordon Liu, which we're probably never going to do on this program because Gordon Liu was like in the Shaw Brothers shit, like 36 Chamber is a good movie. It's just about stuff that most people don't care about.
Right.
And Gordon Liu took himself pretty fucking seriously, and I would too, because he was doing some good shit. Mm-hmm. And so those are both probably just too good to ever be on this program. So instead we get Ninja versus Wu-Tang, which isn't even happening in this movie.
It is not. Jackie, you got anything before you want to start? You want to go through the old swastika thing again? Do we need to explain that to people?
No,
you don't think we need to remind everybody that there was two. There's what's the other one called, Sam? It's the swastika and the one's pointed to the right, one's pointed to the left.
I thought the Olmecs used something that was a lot like a swastika too. I mean, it's
in ancient Chinese culture. There's one pointed to the right and there's one pointed to the left. They wear the ones that pointed to the left in this movie, and that represents, I believe, hope. Don't quote me, but I thought it was hope that was
Okay.
Yeah. So they're not Nazis. Okay. But probably still, should be a little in 1987 or whenever this was made. Should probably be a little culturally sensitive about throwing those around. It's not going to impact your movie if you take them out.
If you're in Parliament and you see this shit and you're like, Nazis are very barely dangerous.
Oh,
ninjas, however.
Fuck, man. You remember when ninjas bombed London? Woo! God, that was rough. Fucking, we had to team up with the Americans to take it. No, that was Nazis. I'm pretty sure it was ninjas. No, it was Nazis. God damn it, England. Get it fucking together. I'm going to be thinking about that for 2 weeks.
Every time you want to go, the people that made the language, the whole thing, there's great stuff happening here. I love it. And then you're like, really? You're afraid of fucking ninjas? What the fuck, man?
You know what? I think we've got this ninja thing under control, but we've got a new threat. It's dinosaurs. We're going to have to ban dinosaurs, guys.
Wait, why dinosaurs now? Ultimately, it's just because ninjas could ride them.
Ninja riding dinosaurs. That's the worst. What if the raptors are ninjas? Clearly they're ninjas. I mean, God damn
they could have ninja weapons affixed to them. Could you imagine a velociraptor covered in ninja swords?
It could happen.
Oh my God. All right, let's do this. So the movie starts out like all other ninja movies where they have to run the title credits. They've got ninja training in the background. I think for the most part, let's move past ninja staples in this. We're gonna mostly, because we've covered what a ninja movie looks like, so I'm not gonna get too deep in stuff like that. But basically, we've got this guy. His name is Abbott White.
Yes.
I don't know why he's an abbot. And also, is he the leader of the Wu Tang clan or the Wu Dan clan?
So Wu Dang is actually how it's pronounced.
But he doesn't pronounce it that way. He pronounces it Wu Dan.
Yeah. Maybe that's actually how it's again, they're going to add R to the end of ninja, so we just can't really go with any of these as how we are supposed to say anything.
So let's just
Brits in Hong Kong in the 70s and 80s.
For our sake, he's in charge of the Wu Tang clan. Okay, we're good with that.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's in charge of the Wu Tang clan or if he is the Wu Tang clan.
Yeah, that's true too. I don't really see a lot of other Wu Tangers in this movie.
There's a lot of Jedi shit happening here. Yeah, like the rule of one, Wu Tang. Shaolin's got a bunch of really limp dick practitioners that are ready to become cannon fodder. Very episode 3.
Yeah. Anyways, he's like, hey, Shaolin guy. And Shaolin guy's like, dude, Abbott White, you're like one of my best friends. I'm so glad to see you. What's up, man? How's the Wu-Tang clan doing? Since you were brothers and we can never attack each other. And Abbott White's like, well, see, the thing is, I want to kick your ass. I'm sorry, what? Why?
I'm gonna make a call. I think he's killed his entire clan. He's like,
okay,
I have made it a rule of one. I've turned evil. And now I must show you that the way of the Wu-Tang is far greater than any of the ways of Shaolin, even though you aren't the master of Shaolin. You're just some guy, and you have come up with your own method that will dominate this tail end of this movie.
Yeah. Well, that sucks, bro. I'm not real happy to hear about that, but yeah, let's go for it. So they fight, and it ends up with the Shaolin guy finger jabbing Abbott White, but not to death. It's just like, hey, your finger jab, that hurt real bad. Okay, well, we'll stop the fight, and we can shift the plot someplace else. This guy that finger jabs him is now not in the movie ever again.
He is in the movie again. This is when that's when I determined that they fight again later.
Huh. You're going to have to point him out because I don't know when that happens.
He also is the father of the gal, and he dies in the bed before she leaves.
Okay, well, now we guess you don't have to point them out. Okay. So Wu Tang, Abbott White, he's like, ow, my chest hurts from finger jabs. So he goes to a cave, his cave. I'm assuming it's his cave or a cave where there happens to be two scantily clad women from a barbarian movie tied to a rock. And he massages their tummies and their tummies start smoking. And he has a life force meter that goes and he's topped off. He filled up. No, he's good.
He hasn't perfected the method yet because it gets weirder and grosser by later. But it seems like he's channeling their sexual energy into himself in order to create.
You think it's
a force field
sexual
of chi.
energy? You think it's sexual energy?
Yeah,
I thought he.
Oh yeah, because of what they're doing on those rocks, how they're acting, and what happens later. I'm putting this together, but he's also going to aim lower in later sessions.
Yeah, in later sessions.
The retrieval of sexual energy.
I don't know if that's going to help you take down the Shaolin, though, is having a boner.
But he doesn't use it for that. He uses it as a force field of chi. He becomes impenetrable. Because he lost... The only fight he's ever lost was by getting poked.
They fingered, yeah.
So he's like, I need to be invincible of that.
I never want to get fingered again.
Stab me with your weapons, my henchman.
Maybe it's their chastity. Maybe these are supposed to be like temple virgins or something, and he's
again. What happens later doesn't
their chastity.
No, again with what happens later, that's not gonna line up.
Yeah,
Jackie, you got a theory?
It just kind of seems like they're going out and grabbing chicks.
Yeah, but what about these chicks? What does he do here? Is it life force or is it sexual energy? Is it mojo or is it the
I don't know.
milieu?
It just all seems like he's just doing some weird sexy time stuff and possibly sucking the life out of them. Once they get horny, he sucks the horny out of them. And that's what makes him virile.
Okay. Oh, it
makes him
could be virility. That's a good word for it.
But he's not virile. He's like, you can't poke me or stab me or anything. It makes his skin impenetrable.
Yeah, skin hard on.
He's got a skin hard on.
Body hard on.
Hard on.
Skin hard on, guys.
Yeah. He's rock hard. How did we miss that?
How did we miss
Thank God you're here, Jackie. Thank God you're not a ninja and we have to kick you out of this podcast for being dangerous.
Thank you.
Otherwise,
thank you.
These two idiots that, have had boners in their lives would never figured it out. He's a walking boner.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. That puts a new spin on things. Okay. So, yeah, even like spears and axe, they can't penetrate him. He has some guys that are like, hey, attack me. And I like, just like in any ninja movie, the guys who are working for these guys have got it. Who are these guys? Are they Wu Tang? Because they're not ninjas.
They must be Wu Tang. So maybe there is some Wu Tang clan.
The staff. They're the staff. Get it?
And they have staffs.
They have staff. I love in
pikes anyway.
All these movies like this where the guy's like, attack me. And the underlings are like, they can't kill him, but they don't know that. But they're like, stab to the neck. And, like if that had worked, you'd be out of a job, dummy. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay.
Not unless you secretly hate your boss and you're like, take this dick. I'm going to take every opportunity I can to stab you in the face.
Yeah, but what if he's like a fucking rock hard penis now? That's a bad call too. Like, yeah, you showed him that he's a rock hard penis, but now he's like, you tried to kill me. Like, it's a bad, you got to be smarter than that if you're going to kill your boss.
I don't know. When you put your hands behind your back and you're like, come at me, bro, and you don't defend yourself, I'm saying you kind of get what you get.
I think it's a bad call. I think you're going to die. I think that guy who now is a rock hard penis, who just sucked the virginity essence out of two women, is going to kill you. You're going to die. He can't be stabbed by his. He's a supervillain. Bad call. Never stab your boss. The top tip. You heard it here, folks. It's gonna work. It's gonna go bad for you. Have an affair with them, sure, but Okay. Meanwhile, we've got color-coded ninjas. Yay! We've got yellow ninja, white ninja, and cummerbund ninja.
Because all the other ninjas are black, so he has to have some panache on his black ninja.
Why is he not red ninja?
Red ninja would have worked better here.
He's cummerbund ninja.
And then when he's dressed up like in his samurai garb, which doesn't jive, but whatever, he wears red, like Honolulu floral print.
Right.
So it's like, you could be the red ninja. What are you doing?
Went to the prom store and got this. They banned red ninja in England, so I figured cummerbund would be safe.
Well, this is the unedited version because there was shurikens all over it.
Right.
So they didn't ban the red ninja out of this. It's just, just don't have one.
It was a joke, Sam. All right, so he's Master White. He shows up, Abbott White, and he's like, "Oh, hey, ninja." And they're like, "Oh, hey, dude who does kung fu, I guess. What's up? And let's have some tea." And he's like, "Oh, so I've got an idea. You guys are ninja and nobody likes you. The Shaolin is like, whoa, they're on TV. They've got all really popular Instagrams. But you guys are struggling."
He pretty much calls them fucking losers.
You guys are dorks. Let's just face it. You guys are total dorks. But I can help. I can help out here by going on the martial arts cable network and being like, the ninja are cool guys, it turns out.
They're also like, this is where you're going, okay, so you guys are really just trying to reorganize the king of shit mountain. Because it's the ninjas, the Wu Tang, and the Shaolin monks. No actual armies are involved here.
No, none.
Like a samurai clan would just come in and fuck up everything.
Sure.
Like there are powers in the warrior world that are just like, oh, what are those nutsacks doing over there? Okay, whatever.
You are actually off. You're off here, Sam, because samurais coming in and fucking up shit would imply a military or conquistadorial objective. These guys' objectives is to be popular. They want to be the king of shit mountain. No, they want to be the most popular girl. You guys can be popular in the martial arts world if I give you an endorsement. That is his negotiation with them. But first we have to kill Shaolin. Because let's face it, even if I say the ninja are not the dweebs we all said that they were, they're cool, Shaolin is still going to be like number one. So
yeah, I mean,
like in the cool guy rankings.
Nicer clothes, they have a nicer place. It's actually on top of a monastery hill. Like
location.
Can't really do better. So you just gotta fucking get rid of them.
There is no like governmental assassinations that take place in this movie. There's no like taking over raiding villages or getting revenge for the people that killed your mother and father when they came and stole the secret weapon, none of that. It's a popularity contest is the plot of this movie.
There is a point where the Abbott White does enlist the help of a general to parlay the emperor.
Is a Shaolin member.
Kind of.
Yeah, he's
actually
a
just a warrior.
Agent, but he is a member of the Shaolin as well. So, but the objective there isn't to like, we're going to take over the government and become kings. It's still the baseline plot of this movie.
Yes.
Is let's become the most popular girl in high school.
Yeah, and they went to that length to be like, let's get the emperor to look the other way And the general's like, we can do that, but I'm telling you right now, he's already looking the other way.
Yeah, he's not.
He does not give two shits about this.
Well, I don't know
he
that
does not want to be the popular girl.
That you guys are following that right, because he actually goes, everybody's gathering, all the masters are gathering at the temple. And he's like, good, that's what I want. So then he pays these two dudes to go in and try to assassinate the emperor, and then they tell him, oh yeah, that was all those guys from that temple. You got to do something about this. Yeah. And so the emperor actually goes in
to take over the government, Jackie. It's part of the plot of being the most popular girl.
Yeah, because the emperor's like the general who kills the ninja immediately because he's like, I am a practitioner of the art of war. Whatever. By the way, it was the Shaolin guys. We're going to go get rid of them. And he's like, are you though? And he's like, no, there's going to be some fucking ninjas that do it. They really just get him to look the other way, and he was already looking the other way.
But it's not because they wanted to kill the emperor to take over the government or to gain power. It's just to be the most popular girl. Jackie, we'll get to that. We are so far from there. We got to move on. Okay, so if you guys want to be the most popular girl, you got to do one thing. We got to take out the Shaolin. So there's your plot of the movie. So they attack the temple. They run in there, Master White and like not color-coded ninjas. I don't know why they were during this whole thing.
Did you skip over the part with the guy having sex with a lady and the two dudes watching it and rubbing each other's butts?
We're not there.
Okay.
So they kill the temple monks. And, but not the head guy. I guess that head guy from earlier. He's like, where's that head guy from earlier where he finger jabbed me? And the dude's response is, well, he's a master now. And so we don't know where he is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Nobody knows. We said, hey, you're a master. And then just poof, he was gone. I don't know.
That's when you start walking the earth, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Well, now that we've taken down that temple, let's organize a meeting of the martial world to tell them that you guys are cool. And then, so now we get to those two guys who are spying on this weird sex scene, and it's gross. It's not happy.
She looks
sexy.
So uncomfortable. Like, oh my God, gross.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this guy's, I shouldn't make assumptions, but like, look, if we had problems with Weinstein, like, I think maybe there was problems filming these movies. I think this is a problematic sex scene.
Which is where you go, maybe this is Taiwan. And they're just like, this is what we're doing, really?
Yeah,
we can do this because I don't think we can do this, and then they do it anyway.
Let's just assume that there was no intimacy advisor on set.
I don't think they had an assistant director, let alone an intimacy advisor.
Yeah, she does not look pleased to be in the scene. Either he smells real bad, or he is trying to put his penis in her. So, and then these two dudes. Who are these two dudes? Who are any of these people? Are these people in the movie?
These guys are like low-level Shaolin nutsacks
that are
supposed to tell this guy bad news or something. Or they're his guys. Maybe they're his guys. They're his temple guards, and they're just like peeping in on him. Mm-hmm. And they're getting too hot watching this, and they start grabbing each other's butts.
They need to go make out. It's fine. You guys clearly have feelings for each other. Go make out. You don't need to get yourself peeping. You can guys have your own sex scene. But like none of us want to watch any of it, either sex scene.
No.
Because it has nothing to do with anything, and B, they're gross.
It all culminates with the guy coming out and seeing them getting hot and bothered, slapping each other, beating each other off, if you will.
And I will remind you, to hit is to kiss.
Yeah.
It is not. That is not good.
They're doing it wrong.
They are. It's problematic. It is problematic.
Either way, he double fist punched them out of the movie.
Yeah, I think it's all just.
They're gone now.
I think it's supposed to be comedy. That's the whole thing of this, and it is not funny or. It's gross. Okay. Meanwhile, these two other guys, I think that these are supposed to be mains. I think these are the mains of the Shaolin that we're going to follow for a while. They find one of their dudes in a tree trap, and like he has been reanimated. I think he's not dead. He's almost dead, but he's bad now. So if you revive him, he's going to attack you.
No, he's just like bait, and then
he attacks them.
The guy hanging?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, a ninja comes and kills him the rest of the way.
No, the more ninjas come, and he gets killed the rest of the way, but he attacks them first.
But they're masters, and he's bait.
Yeah, except for one of them is not much of a master because he also gets tied up. He's outside of the shot for a little while, and our last dude runs up and he's like, "Hey, bro, are you okay? Thank God I found you." And then a ninja comes and he dodges the blade, and then the ninja kills his guy. Like, hey, man, good to see. Oh,
okay, let me try that one again on Jackie. So Jackie, they're masters, and he's bait.
Bait. Oh,
Question
Jesus
mark?
Christ! Yeah, we did walk right by that. I'm telling you.
Oh
man.
my God. That just took me a second.
We need more sleep. How did we miss that? How did I miss that?
Yes, Sam, that is correct.
Okay. Just to clear that up.
I'm going to say he's bait for masters. So what if while they were walking, they had to go through a fence? No, they would have to be mastas. Oh, they're from South Central, and they have to go through a fence. They'd mastigate, and they met a lady named Kate. Then they'd be masticators, which means to chew.
That's real funny stuff, man.
I figured if I worked it hard enough, it might circle into something. And what it did was it didn't.
Yeah, it sure didn't.
You got to work jokes sometimes. You got to knead and massage them, and sometimes finger blast them.
Finger blast him, yeah.
Okay, attackers, they blind him with the shield. And then some other dude shows up. Who's this other dude? Who's any of these dudes?
Yeah, this dude with like actually pretty good looking hair like shows up and then he's gone. We never see him again.
Yeah. They just kind of kick ass and they're like, let's go over to the West Temple.
Yeah, and there's another guy there who I guess is this guy. Did he bring these pot zombies with him? Is he the pot zombie guy? And he's just like, oh shit.
They do
honestly,
seem surprised to see these pots there. That before the zombie pops out, like, oh shit, I recognize those. Those are zombie pots. So those aren't our pots, right?
That guy isn't really, because pot zombies aren't really Shaolin. They're not really Wu Tang, and they're not really ninja. So he's like mountain wizard guy, and he's like, you know what? This kerfuffle involving the three factions of the martial world, we're gonna step out. We're gonna let this resolve itself, and we're fine being 4 or 5 down in the popularity contest of Shit Mountain.
I don't think so. I think that this guy's a Wu-Tanger, and he just there's in a place, there's zombies that are made of acid, and the only way you can like trap them is in pots. And so he just went out and got some zombie pots and attacked them.
It kind of also
this guy's a fucking wizard. He has zombies in pots.
No, I think you can go buy them. I think you can go get them at the market.
There's a wizard somewhere that's making these.
There is definitely a wizard somewhere making these pots. I don't think it's him. I think he just gets them.
So the wizards don't give a fuck about this either.
The wizards do not. No.
Okay.
Look, I get popular girl contests, like you know, but we're wizards. We don't care.
We're wizards.
Yeah. Guess doing your popular girl someplace else. Would you like to buy a pot zombie though? Because so let's go into the pot zombie because he's gross. He's got gross face, and we are left to assume that he's the undead, but he's also acid.
Yeah.
If he touches you, you will burn. Your clothes will burn. Anything he touches will burn. And he's burning the whole time.
Yeah.
Does he have like a time? Is there like, if we can just dance around from him, he'll just crumble into a pile of goo?
No, it kind of seems like he keeps going until he globs onto somebody, because as soon as he gets the one guy, he just lays on top of him and he's done.
He's done. Yeah, you just gotta like get. I mean, does it even have to be a good guy? Could you like kick him into a wall and he like gets stuck to the wall, like your tongue gets stuck to a flagpole, and he's like, and then you're fine. Like, I mean,
I guess
this
single-use pot zombies.
Single-use pot zombies. They're not. Yeah, they're dumb. I paid a lot of money for this from those wizards. You know what? Screw those wizards.
And then the one guy's like, wait, these are single-use pot zombies?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah. Why are you buying shit from the second-rate wizards? And the second-rate wizards don't even give a fuck about our kerfuffle? What the fuck, man?
Okay. Okay, so now we're at the Emperor. And he's out traveling. And as Jackie says, Shaolin guy or ninjas come and try to kill him, but the general is like, no, those were Shaolin guys. But they were really ninja guys. And so now the Emperor orders no survivors of Shaolin. But he doesn't send an army or anything.
No, he just basically officially looks the other way on paper, which makes the Abbott White feel better about it, I guess.
Yeah, because now there is an attack that happens at the next temple. I don't know how many temples these guys got. But
those are ninjas.
They're ninjas that attack, not army. So not military, just ninjas. And they throw flaming coconuts at the Shaolin temple and lights it on fire.
Which, if the army did go in, they wouldn't even fuck with this, like, let's kill them all. They'd just be like, all right, there's 600 of us out here. Mm-hmm. Come out for your summary executions. And then that would be what happened.
Yeah, right. Instead, they throw flaming coconuts and burn the whole temple down. Are flaming coconuts illegal in England? Classic ninja weapon, flaming coconuts.
Flaming coconuts, no. It wasn't on the list that I saw.
How did you get the coconut to England? Sparrow. Was the coconut burning when the sparrow brought it here? No, you twat.
At what point did the coconut get filled with gunpowder?
Right. Okay, so that temple gets dead. So the Wu Tang, they go and celebrate with the ninjas, and they're talking, and he's getting like a summary. We have to be careful because those two guys are still out there, and we must stay vigilant. We cannot relax. Don't worry, it won't be long before we track them down and kill them. Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, no
That's
time
how
at all.
Scene goes. It cut. Wait, what? Well, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Well,
there's a lot of that in here because they have to have these like incredibly compressed dialogue sequences so that 80 minutes of this 92-minute picture can be just ninjas fighting.
Right, but like it's not my problem with the dialogue because of translations. It's time limit. It's that it's totally out of character with the rest of his character. Like, these guys are so cordial and polite to each other. It's like, wait, these guys aren't bad guys. This is a popularity contest because these guys are they're all dorks. They're all dorks. Total dorks. None of them are bad guy. Like, Abbott White goes, he does maniacal laughter every now and then, but none of them are threatening. They're like, oh, so we've killed the Shaolin. Could I have another cup of tea, please? Of course. Would you like one lump or two? You guys aren't threatening. You're not threatening. Thanks a lot. I'm not scared of you. But England is. Oh, run away!
We shall defend our borders from the ninja.
Oh, God. So stupid. Okay, but sometime later, the Shaolin guy that's still alive, he gets attacked by Abbott White out of nowhere. I don't know. He's doing pretty good, but he can't hurt him because Abbott White's a walking penis. And then he gets finger gunned. Like, Abbott White actually has finger guns. They shoot
he doesn't
things.
Want to use the same poking method, but he's figured out how to actually shoot and blow things up with his fingers.
With his finger guns. Bang, bang.
Guns.
Finger bang, bang. Bang,
Yeah,
bang.
no,
He finger bangs a lot in this.
Finger bangs.
actually. And there's actual kind of finger banging that's going to happen later.
So, yeah. So this guy stumbles home. He's been shot in the chest by fingers. And he stumbles home, and his wife, daughter, oh no! And he dies. And then immediately cuts to the daughter. It's, I think, 10 years older. I think somebody said, like, 10 years have gone by now of Wu Tang and the Ninjas being the most popular girls. And because they're not, like, in power or anything after 10 years. They're just the most popular girls. Don't take them off their popular girl stand. And she's like, oh, she goes to the grave, and her dad is like, you must reform. Before he died, he's like, you must vow to me to reform the Shaolin. And she's like, I'll do it, Father. I love you. I'll avenge your death. And then she grows up, and she's not capable of doing any of that.
Any of the shit.
She spent the last 10 years doing nothing as far as training to be a Shaolin master or anything. Like, thanks.
Well, actually, she does know Kung Fu, and she does know the finger technique, but her general Kung Fu practicing is subpar at best, but we are not shown until the end, but it seems like she actually can do the poking bit quite well.
Either way, I think
we skipped over the part where the master of the poke used the two-handed poke on Abbott White's dong, and they both looked at each other because he's got an invincible dong too.
He's got an, of course. He's all dong.
Yeah.
All right. So now elsewhere, there's these two guys. They're, I think, also descendants of previous Shaolin guys. I'm not really clear on who these guys are, but
there's the officer Hung, who's like the police chief or something. I don't know.
Shaolin.
He's still there, and it's still the same actor, but he's got a fake beard now.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the two that encountered the hanging guy.
Okay. All right.
And his sons, or maybe one of them is his son and the other one is the son of the guy that didn't make it, that was with him. He's trained to be not only better at Kung Fu, because it's very Jedi bullshit here. Like, he's like, okay, we were okay with our technique, but we're all kind of physically just kind of whatever, right? So these guys are tough stuff. They're also training their strength and endurance. So not just technique, physicality's been entered into this mix.
Wow. You read a lot into what's going on in this film, and I think the filmmakers didn't read that much into it, Sam.
Yeah, they did. That's why there's so much goddamn flexing.
I think they're flexing because they're guys that look good with their shirts off.
Yeah, well, okay. So he's raised two stunners here. There we go.
some man meat. That's what they are. Okay. So they're like, let's go kick Abbott White's ass. And he's like, no, you're still not good enough to do that. You must train more. Oh, shit. Well, let's train right now because here comes 4 ninjas attacking us out of nowhere. And they immediately dispatch these 4 ninjas, despite the first showing of ninja teleportation in this film. One of the ninjas can teleport, and they still kill the shit out of them. So... If you can teleport and you get killed by guys who can't teleport, you suck.
Yeah, and the guy did say that. He's like, these are shitty ninjas. That one did know how to teleport, but it looked like he was on the front end of that. So
that's all he knew how to do. Like, I mean, and he was mostly made out of like cheese. He was bad, fat ninja. Teleport. Hey, it's cool, man. You should probably like teleport into a bank or something and teleport out or something like that. But you're a bad ninja because I kicked you once and you ruptured into Funyuns. Okay. Meanwhile, the color-coded ninjas are back. They sent the yellow ninja out. Hey, we lost 4 ninjas in the south quadrant. Go find them. Okay, I'll go. See ya. While Abbott, he's got tied up women now. He doesn't have women tied to rocks or on rocks. He's got basically Tommy's Wizow's bedroom. Where with the addition of ceiling rope that he can tie ladies up to. Yeah. And
he's moved lower with his extraction methods.
Is this a circle bed? Does he have a circle bed here? Is this
just got rounded corners?
Is this a Motel 6? You got a mirror up there. You got a mirror up there, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's killing them because here's what happens with this first lady.
Okay.
She's tied up. He fingers her boobs for a little bit. He shoots in Tokyo and then he moves down south and we get a shot from her backside.
Yeah.
And it either seems like he's shooting blood from his finger onto her or he is sucking blood from out of her into his finger.
He is sucking blood from out of her into his finger. He's stealing her period power.
It's about the right spot.
Okay, well then.
Yeah.
What's that do?
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, what's the point? Because it's not like he just likes murdering women because later he keeps them around. He's like, oh yeah, it's humpy time.
Yeah, he has sex with them too. And then he drains them slowly of their life essence through their southern plumbing.
Of period power.
Yes.
Is that what he did at the beginning? And was smoky?
He was maybe just like got a little bit from like, I don't know, uterus energy or something.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He was still learning back then.
He was blasting Def Leppard trying to get hysteria.
Yeah. That's not Def Leppard.
Hysteria isn't Def Leppard?
No, that's not how their songs go.
No, they'd be better if they did, though. They should try that. It would suck less.
Little mouth jazz.
Def Leppard, yeah.
All right, so the yellow ninja, he finds his daughter with his other guys, and she gets her ass kicked, but then some lady comes in, and she's a Shaolin master too.
Yeah, and she's like the only lady he's not sucking the period power out of. Mm-hmm. She's just like, I guess she's really good at pretending to not be a Shaolin monk.
Yeah, right. But then she whips these guys' ass.
Yeah.
So, so he sends a spy out, another lady who he has sucked period power out, I assume.
Yeah.
And she works for this master, this female master. And she's like, oh, what's that I hear about the secret Shaolin manual that explains how to do finger jabs.
Finger jabs.
And the daughter of that guy has got it, and she's going to deliver it to the uncle who's got the two guys that have muscles. So You gonna do something about that, Abbott White? And he's like, yes, I will. So he sends out
He's like, yeah, I'll do this thing about the poking that I'm immune to now, because I'm really concerned about it, and I can shoot fire out of I can blow things up by pointing at them.
Yeah, I got finger guns. I wonder what would happen if he like if he also added a wink when he does the finger gun. Like, was that gonna like increase his blast radius? You know,
I think that they missed an opportunity because he gets him undressed with his finger guns, but he could have just used the finger guns to do the finger bang on the different parts of his body, and then he just winks their clothes off. That would have been better.
That would have been better. Yes. Okay, so the three ninjas, they've been dispatched. They attack on the road, and the master lady, she gets killed. She doesn't make it, and the daughter runs, and she gets to the bros and the uncle, and she's like, here you go. Here's the book. And now the bros know how to do the finger bang, and their shirts fly off. They're like, now we're strong. But it's still not enough. They have to train their fingers.
They have to train their fingers. They got to do finger push-ups, finger handstands,
finger rope pulls. You got to poke coconuts like 1,000 times. While also flipping on and off of the coconuts.
Yes.
Master, my finger hurts so bad. Here, dip it in this goop. Now go back to training.
Flex off.
Flex off. Flex on. The flexor. Okay, so now the three ninjas attack Uncle. It's at night, and I can't see shit. I don't know what happened. Can't see
shit in this.
What the fuck, guys? Bad job on the film. But I think the uncle's killed, right?
He's dead.
Yeah, he does. Okay.
And the daughter escape because because we have like 2 sentences of talking before more ninja training happens for however many minutes.
Right.
And the only things that are said are like, da-da-da-da-da, everybody's dead. And they're like, well, we must train harder. And she's like, okay, I'll get herbs.
Mm-hmm.
So then they go back to poking coconuts and jumping on them. And then she goes and gathers some herbs.
And gets nabbed.
While doing it.
No, she's been nabbed. Let's keep practicing.
Because they would waste their lives. If they went to go save her now, it would just be in vain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's off getting her clothes telekinesed. And after her clothes gets telekinesis off, he gives her a back massage, and now she's into it.
Yeah.
She is down.
She's not.
Abbott
She's
White.
just.
Or is she playing the game?
She's playing the game so that she can find his weaknesses, as we later discover. But we are given a glimpse of how, on no uncertain terms, are these women virgins anymore when he's taking their power because he just has sex with her right then.
Yeah, he just had sex with her. So, Now the other lady, she's like, okay, so here's the deal. I've been, I think, getting banged by him for a little while, and now I look like this. Oh, I'm hideous. And it's just, she's not wearing makeup. Whoa. Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And she had her heavy period made worse by him sucking it out of her, and she didn't have some cookies afterwards.
Some orange juice and some white cheddar popcorn.
Yeah.
That's what I always ate when I gave blood.
Yeah.
I used to give blood just so I could get orange juice and white cheddar popcorn because I was that poor I couldn't afford it on my own. So I'd go get blood. White cheddar popcorn. Yeah. And orange juice. It's an odd combo. You think it'd be gross, but it actually goes really good together.
It's very good.
Yeah. Donate blood. We need it. So that's your public service announcement of the day.
Yeah.
You can get white cheddar popcorn and orange juice. Now go give some blood. Not through some guy's finger at the American Red Cross. That's a important distinction. Don't go to the Wu Tang Clan. Okay, so she's like, yeah, I want to help you escape so that you don't turn into this hideous monster that I am that looks like the person I was at the beginning of the movie, just without makeup. Yeah. So, let's get out of here. And she's like, no, I want to stay and give him massages. So now she's giving Abbott massages, and I guess that led him to be like, oh man, that feels so good. So here's how to defeat me. And then she writes it all down.
That's not what happens.
Well, how does she know?
Well, I'll tell you when we get there, but she's probing his body to try to find weaknesses and not.
They don't. Okay, that I disagree. I think it doesn't work. It doesn't work. But anyways, these bros get a note from the escape lady, and it says how to defeat him with his kung fu secrets. And they're in unison. They're like, now we can take revenge. It's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
My next note is much ninja fighting ensues after that.
And they do a little bit of expedited revenge here. They just go right for the top ninjas rather than having
they
to fight
go through a
the horde.
Bunch of black ninjas.
No, they do go through some of the black ninjas.
A lot of black ninjas.
Okay,
that's note one. Much ninjaing ensues. The next is much more ninjaing ensues. That's where the color-coded ninjas come in. Yellow gets stabbed by Black Cummerbund. White ninja gets kicked into the sun. He disappears for a while. Then the curtains attack. Shit.
The Cummerbund ninja becomes a magic carpet.
He's curtains. It's curtains for you.
Curtains for you. Yeah.
But then he just gets fingered in the head.
He fingers the curtains and it kills him.
Mm-hmm.
He turned into curtains.
That's curtains.
That's a ninja power that I've never seen before.
Are curtains legal, England? Can you have curtains?
They take inventory on how many curtains there are in England and how many of them could actually be ninjas by the math. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a scare.
Son, someday this shall all be yours. The curtains. Wait, we have curtains? Get out of here.
Those might be ninjas. Laying in wait.
Okay, so then they find the white ninja. Or no, White Ninja's dead. He got kicked into the sun. And they find White, Abbott White,
yes,
and the daughter by the sea. And they say it's time to die, blah, blah, blah. And then the fight is strange. The final fight is very weird. Anybody want to tackle the weird fight at the end?
Are we talking about the remaining three ninjas plus Abbott White?
No,
Abbott White and the
you
two.
checked out.
So
our heroes and
I think
Abbott White are all that's left.
It's really bizarre fighting, but at the point where they give him the sandwich is where things really pick up.
They yell sandwich.
Give him the sandwich.
And give him a sandwich. Not a ham and cheese, a them and Abbott White sandwich. He's in the middle. They had a tactical plan, and it was called sandwich.
There's a tactical plan beyond all of that, is that she has to be there too. They can't beat him on their own because they have mastered the bit of finger poking that they need, the jab. Mm-hmm. But he can't be killed by it by jabbing the outside of him. It doesn't even bother him. So what has to happen is they just have to tie him up enough. And she's shitty at general kung fu, but she's a super master of the finger jab. And she does a flying double finger jab into his throat because he's vulnerable there.
But it doesn't do anything. They keep fighting after that.
Well, no, he's fucked up, though. He's spitting blood everywhere. He's staggering. And now they can do damage to him because his whole katra is being broken down. His force field of period power is shattering.
So is that like one of those little fishes in the Nile swimming up your pee hole? Since he's a walking hard-on, she poked him in the urethra.
Something like that, yes.
Oh, don't touch me there! What's that?
Yep.
The cotton swab they stick up your wiener hole to get rid of the clap? The Silver Stallion. She's like the Silver Stallion.
Like
Ow!
Yeah.
Jackie's
It's sort of a lot of
Jackie's got Google face on.
So there's a lot of like anti-intelligence happening here too with these. So like he's like, I let her tell them that you think you could beat me and all this, and she's like, yeah, I poked all over your body while I was letting you do me and finger bang me. And I come to the conclusion that I just need to jam you in the mouth, jackass.
That you are a rock hard penis and your urethra is weak. Your
throat is not. Yeah.
So
you didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't touch me there, lady. So then they keep fighting. And is there, I don't have any notes on this. Is there any thing we want to talk about before he dies?
No, I mean, they give him the sandwich and she feeds him the fingers, and then it's a bunch of having to kick him all the way off the hill finally, and they finally do it, and then the end.
They don't kick him off the hill. What they do is they grab his arms and put him behind his back, and he finger blasts himself.
Oh, that's right. They knock down his force field. She gets into the Death Star. There's so much fucking Jedi bullshit going on here. She there's no smaller than a womp rat. The Death Star opening with the mouth and the double fingers. And so all the defenses are coming down and the shield's down, but they're still not quite tough enough to kill him because of all of the period power over the years he's accumulated.
Yeah, he's a lot of period
power. Getting him to shoot himself through his back is what kills him.
It is what kills him.
And they do a lot of I haven't seen, they glossed over it, but there was at least 4 instances of coordinated attacks where one used the other as a weapon, which you don't see that a lot in these martial arts films. Very Twilight-esque.
Jackie, do you feel satisfied now that you know about the Silver Stallion?
I didn't get any of the stuff you were talking about. I got the song Highwaymen with Willie Nelson. I was a highwayman.
You Googled Silver Stallion and it gave you the Highwayman?
Yeah, the Silver Stallion who was part of the
Highwaymen. I'm sure they had a
Highwaymen.
lot of penicillin going around that group.
Okay, that's weird. So he finger blasts himself. So did she, when she was giving him a massage, did she figure that out, that he could finger blast himself to death? And that's her part, like she wrote that in the notes that she said to the guys, he could finger blast himself and he'll die. I don't think so. I don't think her note did anything. I think she poked him in the pee hole and he was like, owie, but then he still would have kicked their ass if he hadn't finger blasted himself.
Yeah.
So
it was their training, flexing, and stamina that allowed them to turn his greatest weapon onto himself.
Okay.
I mean, being unpenetrable is pretty good for a superpower, but being able to finger gun shit and blow up that's some hot stuff right there.
Yeah. It's like worst case scenario. It's a good party trick. Like if you're like, if you got superpowers and you're not prepared to use them for evil, finger blasting you could only use them as a party trick. Because I'm using them for good. Yeah, sure. Whatever. We're sending you to Iran right now. No. There's no good to become of it except for party tricks. That's a pretty good party trick. Like, let me light your cigarette. And cigarette gets blown in half. But if you're invulnerable, that's not so great of a party trick, because the only thing you could do at the party, like, hit me over the back with a chair again. No, guys, I'm running out of chairs. Stop hitting him with chairs. Those are my chairs. I have to pay for those chairs. Yeah, so finger blast is a good
Just
party
butter
trick.
knife him in the dong. Yeah. That'll amuse both of you, I guess.
Leave his mouth alone. Don't touch his mouth.
Yeah, he's soft in there.
Okay. That's your movie. Final recommendations. Oh, wait. No, we got questions. Questions, sorry. Forgot how this show works. Go ahead. Sam.
Yeah. Well, was Wu Tang in fact superior to Shaolin?
I don't.
He's invulnerable and he can blow shit up with finger guns. They could like poke hard. He's way better. Wu Tang was way better by the end of it.
Yeah,
yes, he lost a 3-on-1 concerted effort by 3 people plotting against him for the period of their whole lives to kill him. But in terms of power potential, he was like on the verge of maybe a general listening to him.
Wu Tang is better. Abbott White is a failure to Wu Tang. Because, like, if he hadn't just been the only Wu Tang guy, he could have been like, let me teach you about finger blasting and becoming a walking hard on. And then, like, Wu Tang, but it's just Abbott White's hubris that was his downfall.
Yes.
So, yeah, Wu Tang's more powerful than Shaolin, even though they need period blood for it, you know.
Yeah, well, methodology isn't entered into that question.
Yeah, no, it's not. They're bad. They're bad. Wu Tang in this movie, but yeah, more powerful for sure.
So, question 2 then would be, because really the only faction we know of now that still exists are the wizards that make the pod zombies. They're the prettiest girl in school. But
they don't care.
Right?
They don't care. Yes, of course. And of course, the guys that don't care, the group that doesn't care about being the prettiest girl, is always going to be the most popular girl.
Yeah.
Always going to be the most popular
fucking
girl.
Wizards, man.
Yeah, you guys can't become the most popular girl unless you go to the wizards and say, make me the most popular girl. And they're going to be like, yeah, it ain't happening. And then you have to do rap and everything. And you just embarrass yourself. And don't try to be the most popular girl. Just be yourself.
Both clans have wiped themselves out and taken a good chunk of ninjas with them.
I never thought that this movie was about Star Wars and Teen Witch. Like, I didn't think that was like the mashup. That if you mash up Star Wars with Teen Witch, you get Wu Tang versus Ninja.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. Okay. Jackie?
So if the 2 heroes of this movie would not have been killed, do you think she would have stayed with White? Abbott White? She would have been like, well, it's not that bad.
Like if this hadn't worked?
Yeah, if their plot failed and he sexually imprisons her for her power, I think she's going to eventually figure out how to jab him in the throat and make something happen that way on her own.
Yeah, or fail at that, but she's not gonna run away right there, is what we're saying.
Yeah,
like she's gonna go back to his Tommy Wiseau room, and
she will be his undoing. They are inconsequential, even though they seem like they're more consequential than they are.
Maybe she's the most popular girl.
She is.
Yeah. She topped that.
I don't give about topping that, so top that.
Okay, I don't have any questions. The whole movie is a big question mark, but I think we figured it out. It's Star Wars and Teen Witch. So anybody else? Okay. Final recommendations. I'll start. Yeah, I gave it a 7 the first time I saw it. The second time, like I say, it was not a fair treatment for it. I think that this is not for everyone. The barrier to entry is a little high. If you are into Kung Fu Ninja movies, this is a good bad movie Sunday. You and a few bros laughing and giggling. But as far as it being memorable, I didn't remember a goddamn bit of this movie at all. And I know I'd seen it. So, yeah, I mean, it's a do, but don't expect to have your life changed. Jackie?
You know, I'm also going to give it a do. It was a giggler and it was entertaining. I will say, though, at the end, the fight sequences, I mean, like, I would start to, do that thing that I was talking about in the beginning of the podcast. And I would open my eyes and be like, okay, he's still fighting the same dude. Uh-huh. And then I would
actually, it wasn't. It was like 10 ninjas later. They just all look the same.
That's probably what was happening. I'm not going to lie. So I was like, oh, he's still fighting. I'm waiting for him to get to the main guy. And then finally he does. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to pay attention. And then I just couldn't. So if you're tired, don't do this movie. You will not do it justice, but it is a do for me. I wish I would have had more energy today for this one because it did deserve my attention.
You need some hot sauce in your veins. Not period blood, hot sauce. Top tip. Sam.
Yeah, it's a do. There is fight fatigue for sure because the fights are just keep coming and coming and coming. But as far as stupid ninja goes, this is a really stupid.
It's
ninja
pretty
movie.
stupid.
It's not as crazy balls as the shit with the spiders and some of the other really dumb ninja power movies. But this is really stupid and pretty fun. And there's just a bunch of little weird shit that happens throughout it.
A lot of weird shit.
Before she decides to become his sex slave and they're just arguing and he's like, "You're a stubborn ass."
Yeah, they keep calling your
out of
egghead.
nowhere.
Your egghead. We got to kill that egghead or get rid of the egghead. And there's some other really strange dialogue like that. And then the
overdubbing is awful.
It's awful. Yeah. All right, next week on the show, we got, or not next week, in 2 weeks, we are not doing a movie. It will be time for our annual Year in Review, where we rate our top favorite bad movies from last year, and also our top 3 favorite movies of 2025. So, we'll see you guys at that point. Have 2 great weeks and get to the chopper.